Tucked away in the middle of the City of London is a church that means a great deal to Rick.
Wow. It was 1973 that I last walked through those doors and walked into here. And it hasn't really changed, except they've moved some of the pews around. But that's the real reason that I came here. I did an album called Six Wives of Henry VIII, and when I was reading all about Jane Seymour, all I could get in my head was a church organ sound. At that time, using a church organ on a rock record was not considered to be the done thing. In fact, there was still an awful lot of people that thought that kind of music was probably in league with you-know-who. I was recommended very highly to come here to St Giles in Cripplegate, where they said they were very forward-thinking. They had a great sound in the church, and they had a wonderful church organ.
For Rick, churches are more than places to make music. They're where he feels closest to God.
I'll go in. I'll take some music sometimes with headphones so as not to annoy people. And I'll say my prayers while the music's playing in my ears. Different churches make you talk about different things. I'll have the odd row with the boss upstairs as well sometimes if I'm not very happy. He soon puts me right. It's so important to be able to talk to God, and it's so important to be able to have the right place to do it. And that's what churches do for me.
Rick, you've written so many great pieces of music that have touched so many of us over the years. Gone But Not Forgotten, you wrote in response to the Falklands War, but it had an impact on your life too. Why is it so special?
Well, it did. I wrote it, as you said, for the Falklands crisis in 1982. And then a couple came to me at a concert and said, thank you for that piece of music. We played it after we lost our father. And they said, we sat and remembered so many great things about him while that piece of music was playing. And I said, well, thank you very much, that's very kind. And then just a few years later, I lost my mum. She died at midnight, and I came back to the house, very confused, like a lot of people in the similar situation. And I sat at the piano, and I found myself playing Gone But Not Forgotten. And I actually played it for about 3 hours. And I promise I won't do that now, but I played it for about 3 hours, closed my eyes and mentioned about painting pictures. And I had all these wonderful pictures of my mum, of all the great things that she'd done and the things that had made me laugh, and realising that even though she wasn't here, the memories can never be taken away. And so that piece of music always remained very special, and every time I play it, I think of my mum.
It's incredible. It's powerful, yet it has no words.
No, it was meant to have words. Originally, Tim Rice, Sir Tim Rice, was going to do the words for me, and he did about 6 songs we did at the same time. And when he came back with the lyrics for the songs, he said, OK, here's Gone But Not Forgotten. And I played it, and I said, but there aren't any lyrics. He said he doesn't need them.
If it's not too painful, will you play it for us tonight?
Of course, it's never painful.
Excellent.
Happy memories.
That was utterly beautiful. Your mum would be so proud.
I hope so. She calls me Richard when she wasn't.
Well, she definitely wouldn't be calling you Richard now. Thanks for all the stories and the music also.
Thank you very much.
We're going to end with your final hymn, To God Be the Glory, from all of us here at Air Studios in London. Until next time, goodbye. Next week, David Grant celebrates the 10th anniversary of our ever-popular School Choir of the Year competition. He'll introduce some of the very best performances from the last decade and catch up with some previous winners to find out how the competition has changed their lives.
Second World War treasures from Durham on the Antiques Roadshow here on BBC One. Next.